this is Dumont, back for another Transformers comic book review, this time issue number 12. The title is Optimus Prime, Autobot Killer. Now, we've been talking about the covers, and so far, every single cover that we've seen up to this point has been awesome. And this one is no exception. Take a look at the cover. Basically, we see Prowl, Ironhide, and some other Autobot that I don't recognize. There's 3 of them getting blasted by Optimus Prime. Just the fact that this is the return of Optimus Prime makes this issue going to be very exciting and interesting to read. On top of that, just the fact that Optimus Prime is blasting on his own men, this is very intriguing. You're going, what the heck? And if you look at the way the drawing is done, the way Optimus Prime is holding his blaster rifle, the way he's standing there, he looks menacing. It's a lot of shades of Megatron. It almost looks like the way Megatron would be standing over the Autobots blasting away with his fusion cannon. That's what it would look like. But it's Optimus Prime doing it, you know, standing there just like Megatron would. So just the cover itself is really awesome. So let's go ahead and get started with the story. The story is, there's a lot of stuff going on, so it is very interesting. We start off with basically the Autobots have this crazy plan. I think this is really dumb, but basically Buster Witwicky, who by this time we know, and the Decepticons, the Autobots, everybody knows that Buster Witwicky has the creation matrix now inside him, passed on to him by Optimus Prime. And his job is, he's in Jetfire, and he's going to the Decepticons' base, the current base, which is the oil rig. He's going to go there, alright, and basically retrieve the head of Optimus Prime. He's going to rescue the head of Optimus Prime, bring it back, and, you know, so that it's a rescue mission. If you ask me, this is like a job for Special Forces, okay? A simple human high school kid should not be capable of this kind of mission. But anyway, he's in Jetfire, flying towards there. They get attacked by human U.S. military planes, military jets, and Jetfire has some programming inside him that, you know, I guess if he's attacked, he's going to defend himself, and he does. And in the process, basically, through the high-speed maneuvering, Buster Witwicky, who is he's obviously not a fighter pilot, passes out. You can understand from the immense G-force and all that. He passes out, so you're going, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? They land to the Decepticon base, and Jetfire, just following the program by Shockwave, turns over Buster Witwicky, and to Shockwave, everything is going as planned. And basically, he understands from the previous issue that the Autobots were somehow listening in onto their conversation. That's why they knew where to meet him and stuff. So and Soundwave backs it up, because Soundwave actually finds what was transmitting this. So what they do is Shockwave gives false information to the Autobots that he's going to dump the head of Optimus Prime in this in a certain area, right? That he's going to dump it into like some swamp. So all the Autobots are heading over there. Not all, but a lot of them are heading over there, including Prowl, who's the current commander of the Autobots. And basically they rescue the head of Optimus Prime, only to find that Soundwave with his Cassetticons are there waiting for them. Plus, when they attach the head, this head that they just rescued of Optimus Prime, onto the body of Optimus Prime, this was a false head, and it begins to attack all the Autobots, catches them by surprise, plus Soundwave and his Cassetticons start attacking, and the Autobots are pretty much getting massacred. Well, meantime, Buster Witwicky is back on the Decepticon base. He, you know, wakens up, and Shockwave is ready to use his creation matrix, and Buster Witwicky takes control of Jetfire, and Jetfire pretty much knocks out Shockwave with one punch. Knocks him out with one punch. So that just kind of shows you how powerful this Jetfire is. And so they fly back with the head of Optimus Prime, and finally, we see the return of the true Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime's body just rips off this false head, because after Shockwave was punched, it apparently this fake Optimus Prime just kind of went. It just kind of died off. It was just standing there in shock, because it's not a real. It's not a real transformer. It's just like a puppet, basically, of Shockwave. So it just kind of stands there, and then the body of Prime just rejects it, and the real head, attaches on, and you're like, yes, Optimus Prime is back. And man, he's back with a vengeance. He takes out the Decepticons there, and Shockwave, wakes up, flies over to this location, and has a one-on-one with Optimus Prime, and he gets whooped relatively quickly, relatively easily. I don't know if Prime was just like, he's just could not wait for this, because, morale and motivation can do a huge number, and he just takes out Shockwave pretty much. And it kind of bothers me at the end, where Prime he has a choice where he's going to go rescue Buster Witwicky or finish off Shockwave. And I think it's pretty obvious, just finish him off. But instead he goes off to go save Buster Witwicky. Okay, that's fine. All right, that's fine. But I don't see why the other Autobots couldn't finish off Shockwave. They're just standing there going, why didn't Prime finish him off? Well, why don't they do the job? I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'm thinking too much. But this was a very exciting issue, obviously. And it kind of marks the end of the entire story up to this point that I've been reading. The revival of the Decepticons as well as the Autobots, and the return of Optimus Prime and all that. So let me just say that Buster Witwicky returns the creation matrix to Optimus Prime. The story, I will do a review on what I think about the entire story, but it's kind of like, when Buster Witwicky had the creation matrix, he was really, really powerful. Optimus Prime had this thing the whole time, yet he never even used like 10% of its power that I've seen, in any of the shows or anything. And it's just kind of like, what? It's more powerful when it's with a human. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So that part wasn't all interesting, but overall the story was very enjoyable. Especially the Ratchet part, and I did like how they brought in more and more interesting and popular characters as the issues went on. And of course Shockwave was a great highlight. Next issue, by the way, it says Megatron returns, and in addition it says in the weirdest Transformers story yet. So that's going to be, I'm very excited to read that, okay, and I hope you're excited to check it out.